What do you believe about life? Now, when we talk about the 31st of October, all of us gonna find out what that is. Hello, Aries. Welcome to your October soul session. I am Princess India. If you are new and if you're family, welcome back, my friend, and whatnot, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So anywho, we're going to go ahead and jump into you guys reading. But first, if you don't know what a soul session is, soul sessions are my spirituality and personal development readings. So we're looking at the energies that you guys will, well, may experience. I'm not going to say will. That's going to be y'all challenge. That you guys may experience for the month of October, and any relevant experiences that can help you guys in your overall growth, development, and all that good stuff for the month of October. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. At the bottom of you guys' deck, we have the Hermit in the reverse. Interesting. Okay, so Aries. All right. I just want to look at it. With the Hermit in the reverse, I can say this two ways, and it depends on how it is that you descended into the proverbial darkness, Aries. For some of you, it's more or less isolating yourself from other people, trying to gain clarity, and it's been exacerbated at this point, meaning that there's an isolation that's past its expiration date. So it's more or less a time to come back to the land of the living, if you will. For others of you, it's more or less, and this is more if it's you guys taking a step back in not a retreat kind of sense, like running from anything, but it's more or less you guys going within to really do very deep soul work.
Motion detected at the front door.
Okay, thanks, Alexa. But anywho, it's you guys going within to do really deep soul work. Now, the elements of this that I feel, it's very transformative in a sense, because it's almost like trying to get back to yourself. Like, it's almost like a detox, if you will, would be the energy that's beneath all of this. It's the simple fact that my Aries people feeling almost as if you've gotten out of alignment with yourself, or you feel that you've been influenced way too much, and it's trying to get back to your truth in so many words. Now, the central energy that we have is the Sun card, okay? And this is challenged by the 10 of Wands in the reverse. Interesting. So here's the deal. There's potential this month, in the month of October, Aries, and that's Leo energy, by the way. In Virgo energy, I think I said that already with the Hermit, but anywho, but you guys have an opportunity this month to really get back to the truth of who you are. For those of you who are doing like a super deep dive, you know what I mean? It's more or less, and I'm trying not to sound too lofty minded here, but this would be like you guys emerging from this time away from everyone as a fully transformed being, if you will. And I said, like, with the 31st of October, it's a portal, right? It's a portal that is a mirror, and it's us seeing the byproduct of our choices. It's more or less coming to the realization that every single decision that you've made, that you've not made, that you've avoided, what you truly believe about life, it's seeing the full byproduct of that mindset, that belief system would have you, right? And it's more or less for the purpose of everyone seeing where they're really at. You have a choice of how it is that you choose to move forward, how you choose to continue, because the last 3 months of this year are more or less solidifying the foundation that we've built in 2024, 2021, right? And I feel that...
Motion detected at the front door.
Anyway, I feel that more or less the catch-22 of 2020 has literally been the fact that there's been a lot of distractions that have happened that have easily taken us off track. But the whole premise of the month of October for my Aries people is getting back to your truth. It's in spite of everything that's transpired, whether it be in your life, whether it be in the month of September, you know what I mean? Anything that's gone awry, it's more or less you guys taking a step back this month to get back to your truth. And the challenge is going to be releasing any burden, you know, of what has transpired in the past, and you guys releasing that so you can start afresh. Now, the thing I look at, and we're going to get into this in the extended, because I look at the card that is beneath this card in the extended, and I'll just tell y'all now because we here. It's the Ace of Wands. So that's perfect. If you guys are releasing whatever false sense of responsibility you guys have been carrying up until this point, you release that and you have a new start. And the new start that you guys will have will be very much in alignment with your truth, and you guys making plans to go in the direction of that going into November. Now, your past influence, we have the 9 of Pentacles, which is really good. So this is my independent man card, if you will, but it's more or less in the month of September, it's more or less you guys having put a lot of time, energy, and effort into laying the bricks for what it is that you guys ultimately want to step into. Now, of course, with this being upright, it's a good thing. You know what I mean? So it feels almost to me like my Aries people are coming out of September and going into October in a place of empowerment, if you will. You guys may have started seeing the first fruits of your labor, of everything that you've put into it. But I feel the contrast between your present energy and you guys' past energy is more or less the work that you guys have been doing has been very much in the tangible realm, if you will. So whether it's getting your finances in order, building a business, or building up, you know, your resume, going to school, whatever the case may be, it's more or less you guys putting in that effort. The only transition that I see into October, which is pretty dope in all honesty, is more or less it being more authentic to you. Because it feels to me coming out of September, it's more about like material success, or even doing it for, I mean, on one end, I feel it's literally for financial stuff. It's like doing things for the benefit of, you know, financial stability, security, which isn't a bad thing. But I feel on the other side of that, it's an element of should ought and supposed to's, if you will. It's building up this life or putting yourself in a position that may not necessarily be fully in alignment with your truth, but what is expected of you, or what you should do, what you ought to do, what you're supposed to do type of deal. But the opportunity that you're being offered this month is relinquishing that burden of building a life in alignment with what other people want and rediscovering what it is that you truly desire, if that's making sense. Now, your underlying energy, we have the 3 of Cups in the reverse. That totally makes sense. With the 3 of Cups in reverse, it's exactly what I was saying here. It's a lot of what it is that has motivated you guys up to this point is a lot to do with what you feel other people want from you, but it's not necessarily in alignment with what's fulfilling for you. So this could look like you guys working a job to make money, or having a career to make money, but it's not really your passion. It's not what you love to do. It's not what you would do even if you weren't getting paid. It's not what you feel truly fulfilled out of. And I feel with this 10 of Wands in the reverse, it's more or less cumbersome. I don't necessarily feel in the sense that it would require you guys to, like, you know, quit your job and go live in a van down by the river somewhere. It doesn't really feel like that. I just feel that there's going to be a renewed vigor for what you guys' passion is, or for some of you, it's literally finding out what that is where you have not known that before. But with this 3 of Cups in the reverse being underneath this, and this is speaking to your inner world, it's more or less, even though you guys may be successful by other people's standards or by the world standards, society standards, what have you, you're not emotionally fulfilled by what it is that you're doing. Now, your above energy, look at that. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So legit, this is an opportunity that's being offered to you guys to switch things up in so many words. Now, if we go back to our Hermit in the reverse, and looking at it the 2 ways that I saw that, it's like with some of you, I feel that it's kind of like running away. So it's like being unfulfilled being successful, being unfulfilled, but it's kind of running away because it's a level of guilt that one would feel of why it is you don't feel fully fulfilled by what it is you're doing, because it's kind of like, what do I have to complain about? I have a really great job. I have a nice house. It's like I'm making good money. You know what I mean? It's like, I really should not complain. However, all of us and everything it is that we do in life, we have to have some level of fulfillment in what we're doing. But again, going back to this Ace of Pentacles, I feel this is an opportunity that's being offered to you guys. And I can say specifically, it's an opportunity that's going to be offered before the end of the month. But I feel that it's something that's going to be more emotionally fulfilling for you. However, some of you may have to literally take a step back, because there's some of you that know what you want to do, but it's like, I can't make money doing that. Like, I can't make a living doing that. And there's another group of you that really don't know, but I do have to say that it's a sense of guilt that one feels, because it's
Motion detected at the front door.
That's so annoying. Anyway, but it's more or less this feeling of like a guilt, because you feel like you should be happy, but you're not. You know what I mean? And that's okay. It's like, you shouldn't feel guilty, because we all are supposed to be emotionally fulfilled. But whatever the case is, it's the fact that you guys are being offered an opportunity to cultivate that this month. Ooh, child. Then going forward, we have the Five of Wands. So here's the thing, Aries. I feel the biggest thing for you guys in the month of October, it's going to be conflict. But the conflict is between a couple of things. It's the fact that on the inside, you guys are desiring something different. On the outside, there's nothing wrong, right? So on the outside, you're making pretty decent money. You really can't complain. On the inside, you're emotionally fulfilled. You're emotionally unfulfilled. That creates a conflict with you. Now, when it comes to you in reference to other people, there's a conflict there too. Because for you to say to someone like, oh, I'm not fulfilled, it's like, I want more. It's like, I want something where, I really feel like my heart is in it. It's like people feeling like, oh, you're ungrateful. You should be thankful. You can't make money with that. Like, da 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 da. So it's almost like this inward dissension that one is having with themselves is manifesting in the without. But I feel like the conflict that you would have with other people, like opening up to someone about this, it's like that just kind of perpetuates the inner conflict that you guys are feeling, more or less. And that brings us back to this Hermit energy, where I feel what's important and what would behoove you guys this month, for those of you who are kind of running away from stuff, it's a need to kind of come back to the land of the living. I have no idea what just happened. I have no idea what just happened. Everything literally just went black on my screen. That is so ironic. What is happening in America? It's like my computer is going haywire, y'all. I'm so sorry that I've been staring at you for the last couple of minutes looking like a crazy person. Everything literally just went black on my screen. Anywho, what I was saying is I think that it's imperative, more or less, for those of you not retreating, you know what I mean? But I think it's imperative for you guys to dive deep to get reacquainted or get acquainted with what it is that's the light in your life, like what your truth is. Because I feel that's what the whole issue is for my Aries people. It's like, no matter how much you succeed at things, or why it is that you feel unfulfilled, or why it is that you're having conflict with people in your external life, is because deep down inside, you're craving for your truth, like your reality, like what your life is about, what you're here to do. And there's some of you who have kind of gone off the path of that. And there's others of you who aren't really sure what that is, right? And I feel any weight that you guys are feeling, or any cumbersome kind of energy that you guys are feeling, is the fact that you're not living in alignment with your truth. So for my Aries people, the month of October is very much about you guys getting back to yourself. If you want to call it your inner child, it's totally that. It's rediscovering your inner self, your purpose, your mission, your being, and you guys aligning more with that. Now, if we were to put that in more of a mundane sense and not making it about like grandiose purpose and mission and things of the sort, it's more or less just your belief system and your truth. Like, in all honesty, what do you believe about life? Now, when we talk about the 31st of October, all of us gonna find out what that is. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't know what it is that you believe, by the 31st of this month, you're going to know. And I feel the reason why it's so imperative for all of us to know that is because in so many words of us not being consciously aware of what it is that we believe, which influences how it is that we're maneuvering through life, it's why a lot of things happen that seem happenstance, right? Or why we handle things the way that we do, or what provokes us to feel the emotions that we feel. It's like at the root of all of that is what it is that we believe about life. However, you guys are being offered an opportunity to seek that truth, to find that truth, to have that truth revealed to you, and for you guys to put a seed in the ground to start moving towards cultivating that into your life, my friend. So anywho, Aries, that has been your reading for October. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going over to Patreon, Vimeo, YouTube members, and my website to do you guys extended. If you're about that life, follow me over there. Also, pick a number 1, 2, or 3, not 3, not 2. Just pick. I'm not saying not number 3 or not number 2, but I mean pick a number 1, 2, or 3. Don't pick 3. Don't pick 2 numbers, just pick 1 number. You know what I'm saying? And you'll find out in the extended. If you aren't following me over there, just ignore me. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, I love your face, and I will see you guys sooner than later, my friends. I really love your face. You know that, right?